Rhinos and lions are legit contenders for the throne when it comes to Africa's most powerful animals. Lions are at the top of the food chain, but rhinos are no pushover either. Which one of the two would you choose if you had to go into battle? Let's find out who rules between rhinos and lions as we count down 15 heavy battles where rhinos and lions take the stage.
Look. It's like you.
Number 15. Rhino versus buffalo. Rhinos, unfortunately, are much larger than buffaloes. The rhino would easily defeat the buffalo since it is significantly more powerful. A young rhino decides to confront a huge Cape buffalo. Meanwhile, the mother rhino and the other buffalo are both marking their territory. After a lot of staring and waiting, the rhinos figure out they have better things to do than stare at buffaloes. The rhino in this video is huge and uses all its power to run through this Cape buffalo and plow it to the ground. I'm quite sure the buffalo felt like it was on a ride at the amusement park and got it out of it full of bumps and bruises. This rhino is so angry at this buffalo, it doesn't stop pouncing into it with its deadly horn until the buffalo is incapacitated and falls to the ground. Even with another buffalo trying to help, it doesn't stop the furious rhino. What a determined beast this rhino is. I'm sure the rhino perforated some of the buffalo's organs, and the buffalo is in agony. Members of the herd surround their friend to give him his last rites. Number 14. Rhino fighting. These two rhinos go head to head over territory, and it's obvious one of the rhinos is stronger than the other. The pushing and shoving goes on for a few seconds until the stronger rhino pushes the other rhino into the grass, behind the tree where we no longer can see what is happening. In a game reserve in southern Africa, a baby rhino suckles its mother. When a large bull rhino appears, the atmosphere changes in an instant. Around the still suckling mother and calf, the bull begins spray marking its territory. It then turns on the mother, much to the calf's chagrin. The calf is then attacked. The calf is tossed in the air by the bull, and the mother rushes to its rescue. The bull turns on the mother as the calf flees for safety, driving her backwards and lifting her front legs clean off the ground. The battling duo closes in on the automobiles of onlookers, causing them to flee in terror. Finally, as the terrified calf circles the struggle, the mother retreats down the road, away from the camera and the bull. This appears to be a territorial conflict. The spray marking that the male does is the clue. White rhinos are lonely and possessive of their territory. Females, on the other hand, are not, and they frequently travel beyond territory claimed by various males. In this video, you can see this rhino delivering it to another rhino. I mean, this rhino is being attacked from all angles, and the rhino being attacked has numerous injuries to show. When one of the dueling rhinos succeeds in flanking the other, he inflicts a lot of damage. Rhinos have strong skin, yet their horns are powerful and may pierce through the other rhino's skin. It looks like it's the end for the weaker rhino as he falls to the ground. During this bloody battle, these two rhinos inflict major injuries to one another as they battle through the grass and mud. One of the rhinos is badly injured, and it is rumored it died moments after the battle. Number 13. Rhino versus hippo. Rhinos and hippos aren't afraid of many animals. These two hippos are irritated by the rhino's presence at the waterhole, and they challenge him to a yelling match. Oh no! The rhino is finally attacked by the hippo, which bites it and flips it over. This rhino seemed to pose little threat to the hippos. What's not to like about a lonely rhino looking for a hippo or two to hang out with? These hippos, on the other hand, don't appear to agree with the rhino and start to harass it. The rhino's horn pokes into the hippo's mouth several times during the conflict as the hippo tries to bite it. The fight lasts a little over 30 minutes. This rhino isn't interested in socializing with this hippo, and it roughens it up a little until the hippo retreats back into the water. Number 12. Rhino versus lion. This rhino gives these sleeping lions an unexpected wake-up call, but boy does it work. The felines leap to their feet and flee without even having their cereal. As the sun is rising, this rhino inadvertently walks into the middle of a sleeping pride of lions and startles them. The big cats are not really interested in taking down the rhino. They just want it to go away, out of their bubble, so they can go back to sleep. This pride of lions surrounds this rhino, but they don't get too close to the horned beast, because they know what's good for them. One lion tries to flank the rhino, but it doesn't work. This rhino is big and strong, and I don't think these lions have a chance of taking it down. The rhino slips and falls into the water, and that's the perfect occasion to jump on it, but it gets up as fast as it fell. The tension continues as the felines wait patiently, but the rhino doesn't budge. Number 11. Rhino versus Warthog. Rhinos are normally docile unless provoked, and I'm not sure that these warthogs are attempting to accomplish, but they appear to be tormenting this rhino. If I were them, I'd be exceedingly cautious since they don't want to offend this beast. The rhino isn't threatened, but it is irritated, and if that's the case, something will happen the warthogs will regret. After a few months of staring at the warthogs, the rhino decides it's time to teach these pigs a lesson and uses the massive horn to launch one of them into space. Well, okay, not space, but pretty high up there. Something was bound to happen, as I predicted. I suppose certain people must learn the hard way every now and then. Watch this rhino calf react when it sees these warthogs approach his mother. He jumps up into the air to try to scare them away. I know, it's not much, but the kid's learning. Give him a little time, and I'm sure in a year's time, these warthogs won't be laughing anymore. This rhino calf mingles with the warthogs and the other animals in the park. It is getting to know all the friendly animals in the vicinity. Number 10. Rhino versus elephants. African rhinos are the world's largest land mammals, and the kind of dwarf rhinos, even though rhinos are rather large. This gives you an idea of how powerful elephants are. Most of the time, elephants will have the upper hand, simply because of their size. But once in a while, the occasional rhino will push an elephant around, just like the rhino in this video is doing. Elephants are typically calm minds, but a must period, which is characterized by a surge in sexual hormones, can swiftly change that. In a must, elephants become exceedingly aggressive, and any rhino that crosses their way is liable to be attacked. The elephant's immense bulk allows it to take down and shatter the rhino. There isn't much a rhino can accomplish unless it attacks an elephant calf, or much smaller and younger elephants. We're talking about a 10,000 pound weight difference after all. Number 9. Rhino versus lion. Since we are featuring rhinos and lions in this countdown, we decided to show you more amazing clips displaying their many attributes. Even though lions rarely assault adults, they are the rhino's natural predator. The lions in this video are skinny, and they are no match for this huge rhino, and the rhino is dictating this confrontation. Every time it approaches the big cats, they run away. One of the lions even has a limp. At some point, one of the lions carries a prey in its mouth. I'm not sure whether it's a baby rhino or another animal, but the rhino scares the lion away to inspect the prey and then chases them again. The only thing I'm sure about is these lions are no match for the rhino. These rhinos meet a pride of lions on the road. The lions relax and don't bother with the massive rhinos as they continue their stroll in the park. This rhino is not intimidated one bit by these lions, and it just keeps running after them to see if it can cause a little damage. Number 8. Lion versus crocodile. Although both crocodiles and lions are apex predators, crocodiles rule the water while lions rule the land. They commonly cross paths when one has made a kill and the other wants a piece of it. These lions gang up on this lone crocodile in the middle of a swamp, and the felines find out soon enough that this is no gazelle. The crocodile swings its head towards the closest cat, trying to bite whatever it can. The lions attack from all sides, but the crocodile is surprisingly quick and reacts well. This crocodile is cornered by two lions, and when it realizes the gap is blocked, it goes back into the water. This lion sprints towards a smaller crocodile and attacks it just like it would an impala, and it looks like this crocodile will end up in the same kitchen. A male lion and a handful of females argue with this crocodile in this video, but the crocodile holds firm and is unfazed by the felines. Even the male lion joins the banter for a few moments before yelling at the crocodile. The lion is aware of the crocodile's lethal bite and is unlikely to risk jumping on it, but it still wants to give it a piece of its mind. This male lion almost gets crushed by this jumping crocodile, but the lion's quick reflexes allow it to avoid the worst. This crocodile disturbs this lion's Saturday afternoon barbecue of ribs and french fries, and the lion is annoyed, but it gives in to the reptile who doesn't hesitate to steal the lion's meal. This crocodile comes out of the water snapping at a bunch of lions, but the lions retaliate immediately. When the crocodile feels it is at a disadvantage, it runs back into the water quickly. Fights between lions and crocodiles are mostly always over food. It's not like one of these mighty predators looks for the other one to eat it. So when they cross paths, it's mostly about food, except in this video, where these lions find a lost crocodile wandering in the bush. The lion huffs and puffs, but the crocodile tells him not to bother because he's on his way to a dentist appointment. Number 7. Lion attacks cheetah. The cheetah is the fastest land mammal, but the lion isn't far behind. So when this lion chases this cheetah in this video, the cheetah had better take it seriously or it'll end up like mashed potatoes, as it does. I'm not sure why the cheetah didn't flee immediately and instead stood there staring at the lion. It was the difference between life and death in the few seconds it lost. And when it first started running, it appeared to be a leisurely jog. It's just not making sense to me. You're being pursued by a beast, and you'll know it'll eat you if it catches you. So you jog? It's made worse by the fact that the cheetah can outpace the lion. It's incredible how viciously the lion attacked the cheetah. This female lioness ambushes this smaller cheetah, and in a matter of seconds, the cheetah is over and done with it. You can see the immense difference of size between the two felines, so it's no wonder the cheetah's only way of avoiding death against a lion is to run. This cheetah mom is looking for a cub, but I think it's a little too late. The lions leave as if they've done something wrong and don't want anyone to find out, and the cheetah keeps looking for her cub. Lions don't want cheetahs around their territory, and these lions chase these 3 cheetah cubs, with one of the cubs falling prey to the huge felines. Number 6. Lion hunting buffalo. An adult buffalo is attacked by 3 male lions. The buffalo manages to hurt one of the lions with its horns as they penetrate the feline during the intense struggle. The other 2 lions make every effort to subdue the beast, but it appears that this buffalo will not be defeated. Because the second lion is unable to hold onto it, the buffalo marches with the third lion on its back. This lion is being destroyed by this buffalo, and no matter how many times the buffalo rams into the exhausted and injured lion, the feline never quits. It lays down for a few minutes, and the second the buffalo turns its back, the lion gets up and charges the buffalo. But the lion is out of gas, and it's not long before another buffalo joins in, and the 2 friends finish the lion off. The way this male lion hunts this buffalo and eventually tackles it to the ground makes him look like a superstar NFL linebacker. A friend joins the quest, although it doesn't appear his assistance will be required. These 2 females attack a herd of buffalo, and the herd chases the 2 cats, but they keep charging, trying to grab one of the younger calves. One of the females manages to grab a calf, but as it begins to pull it away, members of the herd retaliate and free the calf. The lionesses do not quit, and as the herd continues to run away, one of the females snatches a calf, but the herd does not return to help. The calf is toast. These 3 females do everything in their power to bring down this buffalo. One female has climbed on the buffalo's back, and the other 2 are biting at its tail and leg. Eventually, the buffalo can't hold off any longer and falls to the ground. A male supervisor checks out the work the females are doing and waits around to eat as the females cook his lunch. In the open field, these 3 male lions tackle a large buffalo, and it takes all the energy in the world to bring it down. The buffalo is determined and keeps moving forward as the lions hold onto it to try to bring it down. Number 5. Lion attacks wildebeest. During a river crossing, a female lion isolates a wildebeest and drags it into a ditch where it closes the deal. The wildebeest tries everything to get out of the ditch, but it's not able to. This lioness ambushes this wildebeest during the Great Migration. The wildebeest must have deviated from its route, and the lioness saw an opportunity. This stunning lioness scared these wildebeests as they walked right by her, as if she could attack at any moment. The wildebeest, on the other hand, were not particularly bright and continued to parade in front of the feline as if they were contestants in the Miss America beauty pageants. At some point, the lioness notices a limping wildebeest that must have lost one of her high-heel shoes during the swimsuit competition. But the lioness doesn't target her, and instead bursts out of the starting blocks like a roadrunner, and in seconds brings down a perfectly healthy wildebeest. This lion hunts a herd of wildebeest and drives one of the wildebeest toward a mud pit, where the lion has an easier time neutralizing the animal. This lion needs a shower badly as one of his friends joins in on the meal. Another wildebeest is ambushed by this lioness. She holds the wildebeest by the snout with her jaws. That must be extremely painful. The wildebeest pushes but falls to the ground as a huge male lion arrives on the scene to inspect the dead animal. These 2 lions slowly finish off another wildebeest that got lost and fill up the tummies of the entire pride. Number 4. Lion versus elephants. Lions rarely attack elephants unless they are starving, and even then, they pose a serious threat. These lionesses drive this 2-ton elephant to the ground and hold him down. The elephant screams in pain, and although these lionesses are expert buffalo killers, they've never tried to kill an elephant before. Their efforts are clumsy and inefficient, and their teeth can't penetrate the elephant's thick 1.5-inch skin. His neck is too wide to strangle, so they attack the soft, vulnerable spots. Without a muscle to suffocate, they try to hold his trunk. Unable to kill the elephants, they begin to eat it alive. That first taste of meat for almost over a month revives their stamina, and they fight for every mouthful. During this night hunt, a pride of lions 30 strong chases elephants, and the bad news for the elephants is they are specialists in the art of hunting elephants. The elephant runs full speed ahead, with a few felines tacked on its back, and it looks like this elephant will feed the entire pride for at least 1 week. 3 lions hunt down a wounded baby elephant near a drinking hole and attempt to kill it for several hours. It's surprising how difficult it is for 3 lions to finish off a small elephant, and because of this difficulty, the animal suffers more than an impala or wildebeest would. A young elephant walking alone near a waterhole was discovered by tourists on a safari. A male lion approached it and mock charged it to see how the elephant would react. The second effort, however, was a genuine attack, as evidenced by the lion leaping onto the elephant's back in the video. The small elephant is history once a lioness joins in the fun and assists the male. Number 3. Lion versus giraffe. Lions rarely target giraffes because they understand how much effort and energy it takes to bring down a fully grown giraffe. When food is scarce, however, they will go for what is available, and lions will be forced to hunt giraffes. These lions in this video are extremely aggressive with this giraffe and have no problem taking it down. The giraffe doesn't look like a full-grown adult, hence why it wasn't so difficult for the felines to bring it down. This male lion jumps a young giraffe, and it takes the lion seconds to bring it down and kill it. The giraffe didn't see it coming. Keep an eye on this giraffe as it tramples this lion. A single lion facing a giraffe has a slim chance of bringing it down. Even a group of lions will have a difficult time taking down a giraffe, as demonstrated in this video, when the lions are booted in the face more frequently than none. The lion's chances of survival are reduced if they are unable to close in on the giraffe. A single strike from a giraffe will kill a lion instantly. They'll have enough food for days if they can catch a giraffe, so it's a great catch for the whole family, but it won't be easy. This giraffe is surrounded by at least 15 lions. 2 of them grab the giraffe's legs, but the giraffe keeps walking, dragging the lions with her. One of the male lions has managed to grab its tail and hangs on. The weight is becoming harder and harder to sustain for the giraffe. If the giraffe topples over, it will be the end. It almost looks like a castle siege, with the male lion trying to climb over the walls of the tower. The male lion abandons the hold and takes a breather for a few seconds before grabbing the tail of the giraffe once again. More lions grab the front legs of the giraffe, but the giraffe swings up and down to get rid of them. The giraffe finally tumbles to the ground and it's all over. The giraffe puts up a brave fight, but there are just too many lions. Number 2. Lion attacks kudu. The kudu is a massive spiral-horned antelope that is tough to trap by predators such as lions. Let's look at how kudus fare as they attempt to avoid the kings of the jungle's grasp. These 3 lionesses ambush this kudu right in front of the safari enthusiasts. The kudu is suffocated in seconds. This female tries to handle this large kudu. The kudu is trying to free itself so it can get back up, but it seems like one of its hind legs is already too damaged for it to get up. I can't say it's easy for the lioness. However, slowly but surely, it is getting things done. Faced with the harsh drought, a female lioness has altered her hunting tactics. She sees a kudu nearby and chooses to go solo in full daylight. She tackles the animal to the ground and immediately goes for the jugular, and in an instant, it's game over. This kudu jumps high up in the air, but heads directly towards the lion's trap. It's an easy hunt for the pride, and the unsuspecting kudu is taken down. Number 1. Lion hunting warthog. This lioness catches up to a fleeing warthog, and unfortunately, the warthog isn't fast enough to escape the grip of the big cat. She takes the animal down, chokes it, and brings it back to her hiding place to consume. Another successful hunt follows when these lionesses hunt a sounder of warthogs. The warthogs don't even look stressed out or panicked as they're being chased. And if I didn't know better, I would even think they were taking a stroll in the park. This family decides to visit a warthog in its den and pulls it out of there in no time. If the meal doesn't come to you, I guess you go to the meal. Finally, these lions chase a warthog in the open field, right next to a waterhole, and it's only a matter of time before they catch up to the animal and finish it off. So in your opinion, which animal impressed you the most? The lion or the rhino? I must say, lions are expert predators, but the rhino knows how to handle itself, so I would call it a draw. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Well, that's our countdown of 15 heavy battles where rhinos and lions take the stage. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.